Hello?
Yes, Kunal, we are able to see this.
So I selected this. See what is install Windows feature, name web server, and include management tool. This is a code for that. So first copy this one, okay, and go to your virtual machine. Where is my virtual machine? This is my virtual machine, and this is my that console. And here paste install Windows feature, and then press enter. So see, set success true, and with the help of this command, you installed my IIS is already installed. That why suddenly that give me that message of true. But if I can't able to means if you don't go to server manager and after going to PowerShell, if you are directly writing this code here, you can install your IIS here because II is application. But this same code, if you are going to your Azure portal and if you are adding to your PowerShell in your cloud set, you are getting two option of PowerShell and Bash. So if you are copying in that to your PowerShell, you can't means we got error message there. But this error message we not got here because this is a application. This is not any command. So this is application. That's why this application will means this script will work here only, will not work there. So I did this. Now we will go to our Internet Explorer. Okay. And after going here to Internet Explorer, we have to do few settings here. So because if I will, I have to disable here that internet security configuration and management enhanced security configuration. So let me go here. Because as I told you, this virtual machine, I want. Okay, this portal is visible to everyone. Hello.
Yes, yes, Kunal.
Okay, so here only if you will go to overview, as I told you, we open port 3389 and we open a port 80. 80 port we opened because we want to access this virtual machine worldwide. This is our public IP address, which is this one, 20.90.240.185. So copy this one. Okay, I'm copying this. Okay, and if I'm selecting new, and if I'm pasting this IP address here, so I can able to access this page. I can able to access this page. Now I'm going to our Meet.
Kunal, you can't able to swap the page, I believe. So you are in the Azure portal and we are able to see the RDP machine.
Yeah, I'm telling you everything. I want to give this IP to you, everyone. So I want to go to that Zoom Zoom ka chart, and I want to chart. Yeah, I got. Yeah, this one. Now I'm giving you this IP address, everyone. Okay, you type this IP address in your browser, and you can get this local host. Okay, everyone, type this IP address in your browser and tell me you are getting this page or not. Because this page, when you are getting, when we are getting this page, when I installed IIS in my virtual machine, when I installed IIS in your virtual machine, and on top of this, I can implement any code or any application, any small level of code or any small level of application, any organization can implement, and they can accessible to worldwide. And that's why I installed the IIS. If I not installed IIS, you can't access this page. But as I installed IIS, that's why this page is accessible. Yes, everyone, you are getting this page. Tell me in your
Show me,
browser.
Kunal, which page we want to see, or else I will share my
I
screen.
I give the chart. Check the chart of your Zoom.
Yeah, that type only it took 2092, 246, 185, right?
You are getting access there. Means you are getting this
Yeah,
page there.
yeah, we are able to see this one.
So because we installed this IIS, and that's why we enabled port 80, and that's why this page this is visible worldwide. Okay, and this is nothing but our that virtual machine concept. As I told you, we made our virtual machine, and we made a resource group with the help of that PowerShell script. Okay, even this is visible, everyone. This any desk? Hello?
No,
This coding? This is visible?
not able to see.
Okay, okay.
No, not
Just
able to
wait.
see.
Okay, okay, wait. Okay, might be now all everyone is visible. Okay, so as I told you, today's lecture is this, which our class, and what we discussed today, we are making virtual machine, and with the help of while everyone can able to see now this page.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Huh. Our today's lecture is we made a virtual machine, and with the while making virtual machine, we few services created. Those are virtual machine, virtual network, virtual interface, and virtual security group. Even if we are making now Windows machine, that's why we are enabling port 3389. If you are making a Linux machine, you have to enable 22 port. Now I will do that. Now we created Windows. Now we are making a Windows machine, and we will enable their port number 22. Even we if you want to access our that virtual machine outside the world, for that we want to enable port number 80 for HTTP, and for HTTPS we want to enable port number 8080, and we enabled that port number 80, and because of that only you got access of that page of IIS. Okay, and after then you can make a virtual machine with the help of these five types. First one is a Azure portal. We today only made virtual machine with the help of Azure portal. Even I told you how to make a virtual machine with the help of PowerShell, because first we made a virtual machine, and then I navigated you to virtual machine, and I showed you this is my VM. We gave script in that PowerShell. See, and this my VM is created there. Okay, and you can make with the help of Azure CLI, even Terraform, and this Azure ARM template also. And this we will discuss in our next lecture. And then we discuss about what the commands which we are using for that PowerShell script. With the help of this command, we made resource group. With the help of this script, we made a virtual machine, and with the help of this script, this one we got that IP, and with the help of this we installed IIS in our virtual machine, not in our in our PowerShell, because this is an application. We try to run with PowerShell, and this show a error message, because PowerShell is for a command. This is a command. For executing command we are using a PowerShell, but when we execute this script in our PowerShell of our virtual machine, so that the IISA already installed. That's why they give us a message of the true and succeeded. Okay, now how to create our that virtual machine, and we have to install their putty and this everything. Now we will go with that concept. Okay, so now we will let me copy this. How to copy our that putty, this code. Now I am copying only, so no need to navigate to screen again and again. Okay, so now we will go with our portal. So for our portal, I have to select this one, this screen. This screen or this class note. This is IIS, and this screen maybe this one. No, not this one. This one. Sure. Okay. So now we are here. We created our Windows virtual machine. Now we will create our Linux virtual machine. So how to create that? First create on first first what we are doing, we are always deleting resources, but we will do that later. First we will create virtual machine. So click on virtual machine. After clicking on virtual machine, as I told you, first we created VM. Initially we created VM, and I created that VM in Windows resource group. Then I made my VM virtual machine, and this my resource group I gave in my that PowerShell only. So this virtual machine I made with a PowerShell script, and this virtual machine I made with a our Azure portal. Now I'm making our Linux virtual machine. So first click on create, then click on virtual machine, then click on virtual machine, and after creating here, you are getting here option like first is our free trial, and second he is asking about resource group. So I already have a predefined resource group of Linux already created. So I'm selecting resource group as a Linux, and then he is asking me for a virtual machine name. So I'm giving my virtual machine name as a VM2, and I'm selecting here region like East US. Okay, East US, and then I'm giving that availability our image, and our image we are giving Ubuntu Server 20 Generation 2. Actually, if you want to see the images, you have to select all images. You have to select all images, and when you are selecting all images, you are getting a list of images there. Okay, we how many flavors you have in Windows Server? We have that only one, but when you are going with Linux, you have flavor of Red Hat. You have this Debian 2. Even you can install Ubuntu Server 18. Even you can go with LAP and the CentOS, this Ubuntu 12, 14. These all the versions of the Linux virtual machine. Okay, so you are getting this much of feature with your Windows, your Linux virtual machine. But as we knew that we have here listed only our that virtual machine. So I'm selecting here Ubuntu Server 20.04 ITS Generation 2, and this 20.04 is the most latest version, because you will get 18 point, you will get 16 point of Ubuntu, but those all are old. We are going with most latest operating system of that Ubuntu, that is nothing but a 20.0.4, which is again Generation 2 virtual machine with encryption and with more means hard disks you will get there. Okay, now if you will get here Azure Spot, if you will say, sir, what is Azure Spot? Only click here on Azure Spot instance. So you will get definition. Azure Spot offers unused Azure capacity at a distributed rate of the version. Means whenever you want to create immediate operating system, at the time of that we are using that Azure Spot instances. Even you can select here means different plans for the sizes. Like now I selected a plan standard D2S with 2 CPUs and 8-bit of memory. So how much cost I am getting for that? I am getting here cost of 5,000. You can select, you are getting small plan with 1 CPU and 3.5 GB also. Okay, even you can get more plans like of 10,000 and this everything. If you will click here, see all sizes, you will get all plans. You will get all plans. Okay, these are nothing but more And these plans are categorized under E, F, D, E. These are the categories of premium, standards, and these are all plans. Okay, so no need to go there. We are again going to cover this standard DPS only, which will cost us 5,000 per month only. And now for getting the access of our that Linux virtual machine, we have here two options. One is our SSH public key and one is our password. This SSH public key we are using when we are working in our company, and we want to work in our company only. For dealing for that task, we are going with SSH, but 99.99% we are going with our this password philosophy only. When you are clicking here on password, he is asking us our administrator and our password. So same, we are again giving our password, same administrator, administrator 1. Check the spelling. Administrator 1, it is correct. Okay, after then I am giving password. Okay, again I am giving password. Okay, so now this is done. I selected type of my authentication is a password. Even I can select SSH, but in SSH there is a, you have to use that means PuTTY. You have to create a keys and this everything. Okay, so whenever you are working in organization, that is some complex process we will learn later. But now we are doing this with a password, and we can easily log into our virtual machine. And as I told you, whenever you are selecting image of our this Ubuntu, automatically our port number 22 is enabled. How? If you will click here, see, automatically our port number 22, which we are using this port number 22 for a Linux, for that Ubuntu. That's why this is automatically enabled. With this, we will enable again one port, that is the HTTP 9. By enabling this, our that machine can accessible to all over the world. That's why we are enabling that port also. And I gave here my this, and then then I'm doing this review plus create direct. No need to means do go with this again disk network management or this thing. You can directly review and create. Directly you can review and create your virtual machine, because all tasks if you are placing as a default, yeah, you will not get any type of error. So this is your machine. Now I'm creating my virtual machine. So now my virtual machine is going to be created, and now I can access this virtual machine with the help of that PuTTY tool. Now we have to go to one side, and we have to install and download that PuTTY tool, and from there we can able to get access of our this virtual machine. And as I told you, we already I already copied that link of how to download that PuTTY. So now I'm going here, and I'm directly pasting that URL here, and now see that PuTTY tool is opened. Why I'm opening this PuTTY tool? I'm telling you here, because now our that virtual machine is not deployed yet. That is deploying. At the time of deploying, here also see Microsoft network interface, even virtual network, even public IP address, even network security group. This everything is created just now. Here also you are getting template option, input output. This everything and you can check the status of your virtual machine here. Deployment is succeeded. Now our deployment is succeeded. So where we have to click on go to resource. Always remember, click on go to resource, and after clicking here on go to resource, see what public IP address. So this public IP address only we have to give in our putty tool for accessing this virtual machine. So here only getting you option of copy. I'm clicking here and I got a option of copy. So I'm giving you few description. Like this is our Linux resource group name is, I selected Linux. Our virtual machine is running right now. Even our location I selected H2S. This is our free trial subscription tag and not give any values. All things that means even our that D2S plan we took, even public IP I got and I copied from here only, and because of that our that machine now is accessible. And if you will so this is all information of our virtual machine. Now what we want to do, now we have to access our virtual machine. For that first we have to download our this putty. And how we will download, this link I gave to notes, and that notes I will give you in our WhatsApp only. So first click here. Everyone see proper step by step. Otherwise, uh, you always have access to my videos which I uploaded on YouTube. Okay, so first click here, and after then 99.99% people have this configuration 64-bit plus 86. So only we have to click here for downloading that. If you have another laptop of old configuration with ARM and this all, you can go with this also. But my laptop and 99.9 laptops are with this configuration. So only click here on first. Okay, and this your putty tool is now here downloading. I am opening this. I already installed this one. This is already installed in my laptop, but still, see, this is that putty tool. I am reinstalling again. You have to double click.
Kunal, same resource group can be used for Windows and Linux, huh?
No, yeah, you can do, but I give another resource group name. Resource group name is only for categorizing. Your image is important here.
Yeah, basically
Okay.
why I asked this question in the sense we are going for a paid as you go services, right? If you create the two resources and then for that resources it will come into the chargeable basis.
No,
That
no.
is
So
why
that's
I
why
asked
that's
this
why I told
question.
you. You have
It's
to
better
click
to have
and
a
you have
one
to
resource
always
group.
delete resources. Okay, let me complete this first.
Okay.
So this putty we have to install. So click next. Okay, and that is already installed in my laptop. That's why he's asking to remove or repair. I can repair, but no need to do. That is already installed. So I'm quitting from here. Okay, and you only click next, and then finish, and you can able to install that putty in your laptop. And after installing that, what you want to do next? Only means type here putty. This is a putty. Open that. Open that, and as I know now from this my Microsoft means from this my portal only, I copied this my public IP. So this public IP I have to paste here. I have to paste here and click on open. So my virtual machine which I made with Ubuntu, that is now going to be open. Okay, so see accept. See, he first asking me for a my username. What is my username? I'm always giving, everyone knows that my username is administrator. So I'm giving my username administrator1. See, it is login with my username administrator and that IP.
You're not
Okay,
able to
and
see
now
your putty screen. Kunal.
everyone.
Yes, Pranav, we are not able to see the putty screen.
Okay. Now, hello.
Yes, Krunal, we are able to see.
Now able to see?
Yes.
Okay. So first I told you, you have to copy and you have to paste in that putty tool. After then you have to give your username administrator1, and then I'll log in with my user ID, and now I have to give you a password. My password is password 1234 and press, and now I am logged in. Now I am logged in to my this virtual machine, because this virtual machine don't have graphical user interface. That's why it is looking like this command line, because you know that now window is a graphical user interface. That's why you are clicking here and you are most familiar with that. But that Ubuntu virtual machine, this is a Ubuntu virtual machine. My username is a administrator, and I log in with my virtual machine too. See here, @virtual machine too. Okay. So this is my administrator, and I log in with virtual machine. I give my name to virtual machine as a virtual machine 2. So see here, VM2 is written. So this is my virtual machine of Ubuntu. So few tasks we have to do here, and what are those tasks? I want to tell you. So first thing, and most important thing, now we log in there with my username. So there you have to log in as a root. Okay. If you want to log in with your root user, there is a one command, and that command is a sudo space hyphen I. What is sudo space hyphen I? And no, sorry, that is already written. So sudo space hyphen I. So from this administrator, this is my first means username is my administrator1. Okay, now I switched from this administrator to root user, because for a few tasks you have to come to your root user only, and now you have to execute your commands, and now you have to make your all task here via login to your this. And for this you are using sudo hyphen I. Sudo means super user do, and hyphen I is means giving you access to your root user. So we switched here with your, and we like this we create our this Linux virtual machine, which is of our Ubuntu flavor. Yes, everyone can see this page. Hello.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
So
yes.
as I, yes, as I already told you, means we have flavors. We have flavors with our that virtual machine of Linux operating system, and which flavor we selected? We selected our Ubuntu flavor, and after then, which flavors we have? CentOS, Ubuntu, Red Hat, SUSE, even Debian, even Fedora. These all are favorites of our that Linux virtual machine, and out of which we selected our this Ubuntu, and we selected the latest version of our Ubuntu. Even we downloaded our putty. Everyone knows how to download it. How we downloaded our putty. Uh, Everyone got, or should I will repeat that? Hello.
Understood,
Yes,
Krunal.
got it.
Got it, everyone? So this is our Windows virtual machine, which I minimized from here. Okay. And if you want to close, you will press here and you can able to you can able to exit from your this initial our first virtual machine. Okay, now I'm clicking here and I exited from this. And for login, for login to your this Linux virtual machine, we same created our yes, everyone can see this portal. Hello.
Yes, Kunal.
So first what we did, we made a, sorry, by mistakenly I wrote a VN2, not a VN2, that is a VM2. So we made VM2 and our VM2 is running, and we are VM2 we put in this Linux resource group, and which is of Ubuntu flavor. We made this one, and we gave here our that administrator and password also. Even after then what I did, I copied this public IP. Why? Because I want to access this virtual machine in my putty tool. I want to access this in my putty tool. So I copied that IP address and I first install my putty tool. And after installing that putty tool, I paste my that IP address there and I pressed open. And after then I give my username and password here, and I get my that administrator VM2 as a user. And then with the help of sudo hyphen I switch to root user. And now you are free. Now you are free to do your implement coding and everything. And mostly we are working with Microsoft and that graphical user interface only. So no need to use more this Linux. We are mostly going with virtual machine and our that DevOps tool. So these are the things. What is next? As I told you, one of you are logging into the server and you don't have a permission to install any server. At that time, we want to switch to your root user. Why we are switching to your root user? If you are with that my means username administrator one, you can't you don't have a permissions there to install any services, like we install services IIS in your Windows. Okay, so same, we can't able to do that with the help of PowerShell. So what, we switch to our VM, and there we install that PowerShell, and there we install that code of IIS, and we install. Similarly, with the help of that administrator login, we can't do most tasks, and that's why I have to switch to your root user. And what is a command for that? What is a command for that? Sudo hyphen I or sudo SU. This is also switching user, but this is for switching to another user, and this is for switching to your root user. And now we are interested to switching to root user, and that's why we are using this command sudo hyphen I. And now I want to tell you difference between that same premium SSD and standard SSD, which is listed here only. And like premium SSD, that performance with low latency and that giving you the high availability. Even that is an enterprise workload we can use, such as SQL, Oracle. This portion I already told you. And this is the difference between, what is the difference between our premium and our standard SSD, and what is the difference between your general purpose one and general purpose two. Like you are getting the general Gen 1 and Gen 2 while selecting our operating system. So this is Gen 2 means supports up to 5 TB of operating system. Mostly we are getting the operating system of 127 GB by default. But generation 2 is giving you up to 5 TB of operating system. That's why generation 2 plan is evolved, and people are going with generation plan 2. And that also supports this encryption. So this is about our class 3 lecture of today. And here what we discussed, we discuss our virtual machine, which is Windows based and which is Linux based also, and how to create a virtual machine with Windows or Linux. These are questions you will get in your interview. What? How to create a virtual machine? What, Windows based or Linux based? So you should know with the help of PowerShell how you are creating and this, or a few things you are getting new here, so that you have to search with your means own time and interest, and you be updated of. But I have knowledge. These are frequently asked questions, so I am giving you one note of this only. How to create a virtual machine, even how are the important options in virtual machine. Which are important option in virtual machine? Our, yes, anyone? I'm asking you the question. What are the important option in virtual machine?
Resource group, location.
Very good, very good. These are only. Okay. And how to take backup on my VM disk, and how to attach the VM disk that I already told you into the another VM. So these are the few questions. Even few interview questions again are listed here. First one is, how many types how many types of disk we
Krunal,
can
sorry to
attach?
interrupt.
Yes.
You're telling the question 3, right? How to take the backup on my VM disk. So you're taking a snapshot of it and create a VM from it.
Of course, yeah, we are getting there. We are getting their option now. So whenever we will go with another means lab, that time we are getting the help of that backup. Even for creating that, what to do, where to go, everything I will tell you. Now we are going with the basic. Whenever this function of backup is needed, that time I will explain you how to take a backup and how to make an image also, because we are also making an image, and that image is also one important. So whenever we will actually play the role of that backup and image, that time I will tell you, because virtual machine we have to create at the time of our few projects in DevOps also. So that time I will let you know. First, you go with this, which I'm telling you. So, few interview ask question: how many types of disk we can attach to the VM? How many types? Two types. Which one? First is manage, and second one is manage. Managed means those are provided by, or those are handled by Microsoft Azure. Unmanaged means we are taking grant of that. We are taking grant of that, and we are means making one storage, and we are storing our all data there. That is nothing but a unmanaged. Unmanaged means we are handling that, and managed means Microsoft Azure is doing that everything. So these are types of disk. Okay. So how many types of disk we can attach to the VM? Two types. First one is managed and second one is the unmanaged. Next question is, what I what I stopped VM, can I get billing? Okay, okay. When I stopped VM, can I get billing? Yes or no? Yes. But because as I told you, few resources like public IP address, network security group, network interface card, these all are created. They are taking place. They are active still now. Even your storage account is also created. So definitely, if you are creating virtual machine and you are stopping, but your all resources, they are they are taking their all memories, or they are taking all resources, so you have to pay for that. That's why if you are creating virtual machine and if you are stopping, where you are getting that option? You are getting their option, stop your virtual machine. Okay, if you will click here and if you will stop your virtual machine, still you will get a billing, still you will get a billing, because you means you are these all resources are created and they are occupied. That's why you will get a billing. You have to delete a resources after there is no use or you created for your practice. You have to delete it. Otherwise, you will get a billing. So don't forget to do that every time. Okay. Next, can I move a resource group from can I move resource can I move resources from one resource group to another resource group? Yeah, we can move our resources which we are creating. We can move from one resource group to another resource group. There is no issue. We will tell you whenever needed that thing. I will tell you that also. Even he is asking, can I move resources from one subscription to another subscription? Yes, and both the subscription in a same location. Subscription means as I told you na, like pair you go and free trial. So it is possible we have more than one subscription also in our one plan. So you can move your that resources from one subscription to another subscription, but the condition is that our that resource our region should be same. Means you can't do from US east to US west. You can't do. If your subscription is from US east to US east, you can do that. But if your region is different, you can't do that thing. Even next one is, can we create or maintain multiple subscription? Yeah, we can create and multiple subscription also. So this all question I am giving you, you have to type in your browser, you have to search and you have to get knowledge of that. I am giving you the answer in one sentences, but for more there is more documentation are provided. You have to go with that. Okay. And few more very important interview questions is like, what is the difference between the subscription and tenant? Yes, you heard about this. What tenant? What is the difference between the subscription and tenant? So tell you, written here only. Subscription is nothing but it is help for billing and for your resource limitations. You are using subscription for that. And for tenant, what is a tenant? Tenant is associated with a single identity or person or any organization, or you can say uh, multiple subscription, or that tenant contains a multiple subscription. That Cognizant is one company. So Cognizant is nothing but a tenant, and that Cognizant have multiple subscription. That Cognizant company have multiple subscription. In one subscription in Pune, means companies one branch in Pune, one in Bangalore, one in Delhi. So like that, tenant is a one single individual identity. Okay, and after then subscription means their branches. And how to connect on-premises server to the cloud server. On-premises server means those servers, those are means not in the cloud or any organization for security purpose. They are means have their own hardware and their own data stores and everything they have. That is nothing but a on-premise. So how to connect that their on-premises to that Azure cloud services? It is possible with the help of Azure Express Route. You search what is meant by Express Route, so you will get a detail of this also, Express Route, because these are asking question I'm giving here. Even how to give a VM access from a particular time by using the JIT. JIT means just in time. If you want to give access for only particular time to your resources or your machine, you can able to give with the help of JIT, just in time. Okay, just in time access enable. And hence all. So these are the question. Now again we are navigating to our this portal of Azure, and again I will give you few short summary of important things. Okay, so always what we have to do, first go to all resources. Here you have to always click show hidden types. Then your all resources you will get here. Then click here and then click on delete and then say yes, and your all services which you are creating that you can able to delete. If you are not clicking here on this show hidden, few are hidden. So one time I not clicked here and I got a charge of that 2,000-3,000 rupees. So no need to do that. Always click here and then delete your resources. Now that resources is deleting, let me check it deleted or not. Yeah, that is executed. Executing delete command. 23 I selected and that 23 will be deleted only. This is most important point. Otherwise, while practice only, you will spend a lot and you will get irritation of that. Okay, so first you use your credit card. With the help of that, you will get 14,000 rupees. Do practice with 14,000. With 1 month, you can finish that and you will get very good knowledge. So that will means anyone heard about web apps? You know, app service. This is our next lecture. Today means now only 5 minutes left. Tomorrow we will discuss this app service. App service is one like here are tabs now. Resource group, subscription, this and this one. So this is that we have one type of app service, and whenever you are clicking on this app service, we are getting one tab of create. Okay, while clicking on this create tab, you can create your web app. What is web app? Web app is a one continuous integration and continuous deployment. Continuous deployment means actually we are deploying our code, or actually we are deploying your services in our web apps, and this is very important thing. What is this? Is a web app, and this web app we are using for a deployment purpose. Containing integration means this is very simple. Like we did build, we do the means build, we tested, even we did pipeline. As I told you, everything we did. That is a continuous integration only. Continuous deployment is this is single part. That is a web app, and that is very important. And here also, see, as I told you, most important thing in Azure is a subscription and region. Here also he will ask you free trial. Even here also he will ask you resource group. And here also I have
Kunal,
yes.
Kunal, we are not deploying AKS. I mean, deploy applications to AK Azure Container Services also.
What?
So we are only deploying web here. Web app only. We are not deploying in AKS.
This everything is included here only. Let me finish first my lecture. That everything container, Docker. See, Docker container. Now I'm here only.
No. Kunal, he is asking that one. See, in the pipelines, we are able to create the images, right? So that images where you are going to deploy that image. You are going to deploy that images into the container, or you are directly deploying that images into the IAC host environment.
No, I not got question.
So whether we are deploying that, see, once you do a build, right, we will get a DLLs and all other things. The rude manner, in the earlier manner, what we will do, we will deploy the DLLs into the IAC server. IAC bin, that bin directory, we have a lib directory, in that there we are going to publish all the DLLs, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
similarly, and then we will stop our IAC server and we will restart the server and we will connect for the backend and we will test for the things, right? So this was the crude method earlier. So
yeah.
now once the build will be done, so that build the DLLs will be built as an image using Docker as an interface, correct?
Okay.
So that image, where you are going to store that image, you are directly dumping that image into the ACR environment, Azure Container Registry, or you are deploying from that ACR. You are from that ACR, you are deploying that one into the Kubernetes environment.
Actually, no, we are
ACR.
deploying it. No, we are not going with the Kubernetes. We are first doing here only. So let me tell you first thing this one, because now our time is finished. But within 5 minutes, I have to cover few basic things, and you will let me know tomorrow about this thing. So first we are selecting our free trial. After then, here we have to select our resource group. Like I have here few resource groups, which is you can say application resource group. Uh, yeah, demo DevOps training resource group I selected, and here we have to give name of our that web app, and that name of our web app, like I gave your web app name one. And here now your question, no, that is not accepted. Okay, so your question you said now, so that is dealing with here, means we have here for code publication, means for publishing we have here two options. Either we are doing with the help of code, or we are using here Docker container. If you are selecting Docker container, we are getting here operating system types also. One is Linux and one is Windows. And then you have to select your region. If you are going with your code wala purpose, then here you are getting your run type stack. Run type stack means with the help of which language, with the help of which language you are building your source code, with the help of which language you are building your source code. So if you are means coming here, you will get here, see how many types we have. We have one .NET, we have one ASP.NET, we have Java, we have your Node, PHP, Python, Ruby, these have. And mostly we will go with .NET 5, and .NET 5 we will go with this only. And after going with this .NET 5, what will happen? Okay, yeah, selected. After selecting this .NET, we will select Windows, and then we will get to our this central US, and then Windows plan we have to select, because here also we are getting different plans. Okay, as now we are dealing with a free plan, that's why automatically this free plan is selected here. But there are so many resources here, because this is nothing but a deployment purpose now. So here you will get I'm not getting option here, create a you are getting selection of item. And in that plan, we have one standard, one have premium, and one have expert plan. In standard plan, you are getting only few means you are getting memory and your RAM. But in another tool, you are getting their encryption tool, you are getting their testing tool, you are getting means for lot of tools you are getting there. In expert also we are getting. So this portion we will discuss tomorrow. And after doing this everything here, we have to install like this everything. These notes I made with the visual Visual Studio Code. I made this Visual Studio Code. Similarly, we have to install another pack of Visual Studio. I will show you that. So if you have already in your system, it's okay. Otherwise, see Visual Studio 2009 Community Edition. Visual Studio 2019 Community Edition. So this is a big software. So we have to install that, and whatever role we will perform here, because I'm giving you only summary today. I will include my all data here, then I will make it, and after making this, I will open my Visual Studio here, and I will first say create a new project, and I will click here for creating a new project, and after clicking here for creating a new project, I have to log in Visual Studio with the help of my Azure credential. So web app, whatever web app I made here, that web app code you will get in this Visual Studio. Whatever code which I made in that Azure portal, that code you will get here, and that code now we means for deployment purpose we will use this Visual Studio, because this Visual Studio will help us for whatever code we built of that web app. So that code we can able to compile here, that code we can means build here, that code we can publish here, and with the help of that we will get over that execution and everything. So that everything we will discuss tomorrow. Today's lecture we completed. So even that as I told you, this Visual Studio is a big one software, so that is taking time, and that will take a time. So tomorrow we will come here, and tomorrow we will discuss this all concept. And if you have Visual Studio 2009 Community Edition, it's good. And tomorrow we will discuss this everything. And in your WhatsApp group, I am forwarding the today's notes, and the video also you will get, and you go through that video, and tomorrow we will come with that another one. Okay, so if we are when we will come here, first we are going with ASP.NET Core Web App. First we will go with this ASP.NET Core Web App, and then we will go next, and here we have to give the name of our project like I gave now already, web app, this one, and then we will again click here next, and again this is by default only, and then we will create our your project. And now our project is creating. This is only one short demo I'm giving you, but tomorrow we will elaborate this everything. See, now my project is creating. So hence all, now we exceeded the time. So tomorrow we will discuss this everything, and whatever question you ask me, I will give you answer of that everything, because that Docker container, that everything, that options we will get here. See, here is web application we got here. Whatever we will create there, here we have to right click. Here we have to publish to our project, and a lot of things are there. Tomorrow 2 hours, complete 2 hours, we will discuss only this web app deployment, this container, Docker, Kubernetes, that everything we will discuss tomorrow 2 hours. So now I am exiting from our that Zoom meeting and forwarding you all details of today's lecture.
Thank you, Kunal.
Yeah. And tomorrow join at the correct time.
Yeah, thank you, Kunal.
Yeah.